part 29 of Ocarina of Time 3D, and in this part, we're going to be making our way to the first dungeon we'll play as Adult Link.
And at the end.
At the end, yeah.
We'll be entering that dungeon at the end.
And along the way, we're going to, shocker, pick up a few Gold Skulltulas.
Yes. Like I said, there's 100 in the game. Almost every part we're going to get some.
Yep, and we're also going to learn another song.
Yep. Oh, yes, that is all we do. I hate it. Like, I sit there, I'm thinking you're going to say something else, and then you just, like, stop. I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, what am I going to say next? Oh, it's my turn now. But anyway,
I like to keep you on your toes.
One unique thing come back here in the is Adult Link.
Yep.
You see, like, Ganondorf's taking over. This is the first time we've actually had monsters in this area.
It is.
And, it kind of looks a little bit darker, but since it's night, it kind of, like it's a little bit different. Well, no. I think when it's light, it may be some monsters, but when you're here during the sunlight, I think it also has a little bit darker tone to it, but it's hard to tell right now because it's the night. And I'm just going to keep on going on about that fact for as long as I want to.
Well, it kind of makes sense, though, because I believe it was Roru back in the Chamber of Sages that said when Ganondorf got the Triforce that evil started radiating out of the temples.
Yes,
And we're actually fairly close to one of the temples here.
Yes, that is true.
So it makes sense that this area.
Well, why don't you say that when you go through the Lost Woods?
Yeah,
that temple can be pretty far away going through the Lost Woods.
I mean, you've got the Lost Woods, you've got the Sacred Meadow, of course, or the Forest Meadow. Not. But
I just like how they added monsters right there. Like we said, a lot of the parts are very similar. Kokiri Forest looks very similar to when we were a child.
Yep.
But we have those monsters, which makes it a little bit darker. So I like that.
But then this guy rears his head again.
Punk kid comes back again. Like, we're sitting here, there's monsters. Why could they not take care of this punk kid?
I know. And it does crack me. It's a nice throwback, first of all, to the very beginning of the game. But this time it seems like he's trying to do good. He says, sorry, we're going to go with Saria.
Yeah, Saria. It might not be right, but that's what we're going with.
He's like, she told me to wait here and make sure no one makes it back.
Well, if you think about it, he's pretty brave because I'm not sure, but I think everybody else is in their houses, like, the Kokiri kids. That's what we're saying, right? Kokiri? That big deal. I think all the kids are, inside their houses right now, and he's the only one that's actually out in the woods. So, you know what? I'll give him credit.
Hey, he's trying.
But you know what his problem is that he doesn't have a sword or a shield. He stopped us earlier.
Because we had nothing.
We didn't have a sword or shield. This guy's out here by himself. He clearly knows there's monsters in the Kokiri / Lost Woods area, and he's out there without a shield and a sword. Buddy, take your own advice. But these are what punks do. They know it all. Yep. They think they can figure it all out.
7 years.
Why am I upset about this?
7 years of evil taking over and you don't get a sword?
Well, he never matured if you think about it.
He is still a kid.
He stays the same age. So.
He might be a really, really old kid, but he's still. It's like
we look like Robin Williams and Hook. Yeah. We got older, but we're still wearing Kokiri tunics / Peter Pan clothes as he wore in Hook.
Now you'll see right there. We tried playing the Scarecrow song. If you've already gone and talked to the Scarecrow. You can actually use it to get to the top of the meadow here. Yeah. And you can avoid all these moblins, or most of them, I think.
And I did talk to the Scarecrow, but the game didn't save properly. And so when I came back here... I really didn't have a better story other than that.
It's a pretty good story. There was a glitch.
I just didn't know you... Like you said, you had to actually go back and talk to the Scarecrow as an adult to actually acquire that song. Yeah. And right there, I just didn't know it. So the first time I played it, I just didn't think I was close enough to the area where he comes up. And then after the second time, I was like, okay, I don't actually think I had the song.
Well, it's funny. The first time, I just assumed you weren't close enough.
Yeah.
The second time, as soon as you played it, Navi interrupts you. So I assumed it was just because Navi talked to you, and at that point you just said, screw it, you've played it twice already.
Well, usually I practice things, because I practice for all these recordings, and usually I test stuff out like that.
Yeah.
I didn't test that out, so I'm not exactly sure why I tried to use it right there. It's probably to get around all these guys. But now that I think about it, it actually probably is a smart idea to go to Lake Hylia before this area.
Just to get that song.
Because you get that song, you can just run across the whole top of this area, which makes it a lot quicker.
It really does. And you saw us stop there to the hookshot taking out these giant moblins doesn't really make a lot of sense.
It doesn't make sense at all.
But I'm not going to complain.
No, I'm not either.
It is weird though. Moblins are a very common enemy in almost every other Zelda, every other one that I can think of. Going back to the original Legend of Zelda, there were moblins, but in this game, this is the only place, and as Adult Link is the only time.
And they're huge.
And they're massive.
They're kind of bigger in other games, but they're not big like that. And so that is a good point. Like, they are a very recurring item.
Ooh, that guy was coming for you, by the way.
I wasn't worried about it at all.
But it's just weird to have an enemy that is like very common in every other game, just to be just one little area.
Especially in a game that's this big. Now, at the time, they probably did. Actually, I would think at the time they knew this game was going to be huge over the entire series. But, you know, like, I'm just going to reiterate what you just said, so let's move on.
I wasn't really sure where you were going.
I was going to say exactly what you already basically said 3 times, so let's just move on.
But now we're actually going to end up getting a few fairies. Even though we have a lot of hearts now, the dungeons are going to start getting a little tougher.
Not for me.
Well, not
for the recorder.
Not for pros. Like
yeah,
us.
Exactly. Or people that practice 3 times before they do a recording.
But it never hurts to. I mean, we've got 3 empty bottles. We're not going to be.
We don't need them for anything else. I think we need to use them for maybe bugs, a couple other things. But
I don't think we need done all the bugs though. Well, maybe not.
I'm not sure. Well, actually, probably.
We got a long way to go.
We might go back as a child and do some more of that stuff. I really don't know. Because I know for a fact we did not plant all the beans because there's that one beside the stupid sailor that we never did.
I forgot about that one. So it's not a bad idea to go ahead and fill up.
And it's a beautiful area.
It
is. In the middle of an area that does not look that beautiful.
Hey, the fairy fountains are always nice areas.
And they look beautiful in this game.
They do. That 3D.
I've already mentioned this like in one of the earlier parts, but being able to see the trees right there.
Yes.
In the background, just love that image.
And I really like that they put like a different moblin here at the end. Like instead of having the spear, he's got this giant clip. And how about that snort?
Dude, that snort he makes, like he has to snort so bad at night.
Oh, I
hope he doesn't have a wife.
Oh, I do.
Like, could you imagine how tired you'd be swinging your club all day?
Oh, it'd be awful.
Or not at all. Or not at all. And then you go home and you heard his
spit it out.
Wow. Nose sound.
Oh my god.
Keep on trying to blend those together, but you heard the sound he made, so you know he's a huge snorer.
Absolutely. It's funny though. You say maybe
that was a tough one. I just couldn't put 2 words together on that one.
There, but it's funny you mentioned him having a wife. You think, wait, what moblin's gonna fall in love? There's the one moblin in Wind Waker that writes letters back and forth with one of the captives, and I actually didn't know that till today. I was reading about it when I was looking into moblins and other Zelda games.
I didn't know that at all.
And there is actually a moblin in Wind Waker that writes letters back and forth to one of the girls that was kidnapped by the king. Helma Rock. What was the big bird in Wind Waker?
Helma Rock. King Helma Rock. Or Helma Rock.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
That's so totally off topic.
It might have been Helma Rock, but I did not know that at all.
There is. Well, I don't think I ever did that mail
But
quest.
that overshot right there.
Yes.
Our next dungeon, the Forest Temple. It's not really a spoiler because it will be entered in the
about
next
30
part.
seconds.
But it's actually my favorite dungeon in the entire Legend of Zelda series. If this is your first time, you probably played this game before if you're watching this, but just an amazing dungeon.
It is, and I love the visual when we first walk in there. It shows the empty stump where Saria was sitting earlier. It's kind of a nice yet touching moment where it's like, we had this great conversation with her earlier, and she said it's going to be an important part of our lives later on. But now that we're here, this will wrap up part 29 of Ocarina of Time 3D.